Did you say the throttle body was dirty?
Sure thing.
Wow. It just so happens that we have a brand new pre-owned Z06 throttle body that we can put on this truck. So we're not going to clean this. No. Watch this. Are you ready? Whoa! Watch, I'm going to throw some on the ground. Woo! Look at that brand new pre-owned part.
Let's get live.
There was a competition. Let me make sure it's squared up. Wow! Look at that Z06 throttle body. It's already clean. Let me plug that in. Woo! Look at that.
Fancy.
Very used pre-owned part. Brand new pre-owned part. Right here at Red Park Garage.
Today we're not gonna have any salsa on these tortilla chips, right? Taking
Man,
all the
that
salt.
looks-
We're just having plain tortillas today.
That looks way better, dude. That's amazing.
I do go work.
Did you have to take a screwdriver and chisel the flakes of rust out of there?
Sure did.
That's professional.
Very professional. We're professional here at Red Park Garage. It'd be pretty savage to just leave all this salsa everywhere.
Yeah, we can't do that. Gotta clean it up a little bit, at least make it look decent.
Yep.
Gotta have some looks to go with that power.
All the horsepowers.
All the horsepowers.
Yeah.
Well, I had something about to get in here and take this transmission apart. Probably 2 transmissions because I need an output shaft. I don't remember if I got a 2-wheel drive shaft laying around or not, but
I thought you said you did.
if I do, I'm only going to have to take apart 1 transmission.
Nice.
If not, I got like 3 other ones I can choose from. I know you're pooping. Well, the inside of the belt house is real clean. And then this is
Ohio might have cursed is what I'm
Let
saying.
me put this on number 3. Maximundo. When you take these out, you gotta make sure you give it a lot of forward pressure or it'll strip. Let me take this torque stick out. See if I can get some better progress out of this thing. There we go. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. I think there's one. Sometimes one of them you can't get without an extension. We'll see. Yeah, that one right there.
Oh, well, there you go. Nice. Real nice.
I didn't even have to put a torch on it, man.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
That is nice.
Real nice.
Alright. So now I gotta get my stabilizer. I got this worked out down to the
You've rebuilt plenty of these, man.
one stabilizer. I think I use a hook over here. Or maybe not. Where's my other one? It's a flat one. Dude, where's that strap?
I really don't know.
Oh my god. You're not gonna believe this. Told you I just had it. I made this is a chain spreader. So you put it in here and it spreads the chain out. Which you probably figured out because of the name chain spreader. So this is what you got to do to the transmission to convert it to rear wheel drive from all wheel drive or 4-wheel drive. You just got to pull everything out of the front, and that's your output shaft right there. There's a clip around it, and all we got to do is pop that guy out and put a 2-wheel drive shaft in there and just put it back together. That's a 4-wheel drive shaft. This here is the reverse drum. Look how beautiful it is, man. It's not very often you just take apart a good transmission for practically no reason. You know? But so this is your input shaft, input drum, your custom drill table.
You know, I always wondered why you had the hole there, and I didn't know that you were using it for.
This is it.
For that.
Stack the drum.
I was hole.
These molded pistons go in the bottom of this drum, which we'll get to in a few minutes. And we got this 3/4 clutch pack, which has 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 clutches in it, and the Ward Warner high energy one has 9. So it's a bit of an upgrade. This thing is perfect though, man. It's got I'm gonna say that's about 50 thousandths of in play on the 3/4 clutches, which is really good, especially considering, you know, it's been in the truck running. We could pop this out real quick, take a look at it. It's a nice input drum, man. They started doing things a little nicer in the later years from the factory, you know. You can put a paint mark on there.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. Top plate. And here's the clutch pack. That is amazing. 80,000 miles, and it looks like it was just put in yesterday. This is gonna be a good spare clutch pack. I'm gonna say it. I'm not even joking.
It really does look brand new.
That's remarkable. This is the first 460 I've ever taken apart that had a good 3 to 4 clutch back in it. I don't even know if I want to mess with the molded pistons or anything. As good as that looks, I don't think we need it.
I don't think you should bother now.
I think I'm just gonna stack the 3 to 4 clutch pack in here. Just put this thing right back together. Usually the forward clutch pack and the overrun clutches are usually in really good shape, even on transmissions that are having problems, they're usually still pretty solid. It's always the 3 to 4 clutch pack that burns up. So, I mean, even the Teflon seals look perfect. Freaking perfect. So, I'm not even going to open that drum up. There's just no need to. I could show you though, just since you asked earlier, that tool I showed you. I made it to take the reverse drum apart. So you just take this off right here, lay it on the table, sit that in there. Is it starting to come together?
Yes.
And you screw this into the lower plate and compress this spring pad, see? And once you squeeze it down a little bit, you can remove this ring, snap ring, easily. And you just unscrew it and pull the spring pack out, and you can change the seals in the bottom on the pistons and everything. You don't have to do that to change the clutches, but you have to take the piston out to change the seals and everything on it. Although this one doesn't need it. I just thought you might be interested to see the tool.
I was. Thank you.
And the other one's actually for the input drum. We don't want to forget this. That's for the pump. But the other tool is made for the spring pack in here. There's another one of these type of spring cages inside this drum. So when you take this snap ring out, pull all the forward clutches out, and pull this thingamabobber out of here.
It's a technical term.
Huh?
Technical term.
It is a technical term. It's very technical for me to remember. But that other one, the ledges, you slide it in here, and you put your snap ring back on, the 3 to 4 snap ring, and that way it can pull it up against those, and you just tighten it down, and it does the same thing. It'll push that down, and you can get the snap ring out, and then unscrew it and let it up. Pretty simple to make, really. Pretty much it. I'm gonna put a different pan on there because I didn't like the rusty pan. So I'm gonna throw probably throw one of the billet pans on there with the, the holes going through the pan to cool it. I might just throw one of those on there. Big spinner. I don't know, there's like 6 in the shelf. I might as well use one. I don't know, we'll see. I'll probably just leave a regular pan on it and install it so we don't scratch it.
I mean, that's what we've always done.
Yeah, I'll probably just do that and then change it out there. Alright, so when we were working on the transmission, I went ahead and checked the sun gear, and it turned out that it already had started developing a crack around it. Even though everything else is really clean inside the transmission, the typical failure point on the sun gear was already starting to rear its ugly head. Oh, we might be able to see it right here, which I think is kind of crazy, but you can, typically they want to crack right around the edge of this thing. You can see it right there. Yeah, you can see the line starting to develop in there, and the bearing rod's way out here, so there's nothing touching this area. It just, for some reason, over time they start developing this deformity or defect or crack or whatever, I don't know. So luckily I didn't even realize I had one, to be honest with you, but pulled out the secret tub from the shelf up there, and I found a beast sun gear in there. So I went ahead and put the beast shell in there. I converted it over to a bushing style planetary, because when you run higher RPMs, it's been my experience that the bearing style planetaries, they don't hold up as well. The needle bearings tend to come out, and then it grenades your planetary like a actual literal grenade. It just boom, it go boom. So got that put in. That's a GM planetary and everything in there. Got a hardened output shaft that I also didn't realize I had. I need to go through my stuff. But that's a brand spanking new hardened output shaft. And then I'm gonna take this guy off right here and put an aluminum piston in there. That's your 1 to 2 accumulator piston. And we got a super servo 2.4 going in here. And I think that's pretty much all I'm gonna do to this one for now, because everything looks really nice. And you know, it's got a couple of beefed up parts in here, and I think it's gonna hold up pretty good. I'm gonna bump the pressure and stuff up in the tune, get the shifts feeling right, and go from there. But I think she's gonna be solid. And now that the vehicle's gonna be 2-wheel drive, you know, yanking the trans out to swap the clutches ain't nothing, no big deal. The old 05 Pro Charge Trailblazer probably gets refreshed about twice a year, so ain't no big deal. How many neutrals does your 406 have?
Here at Rev Hard Garage, what we want to know is how many neutrals do you have in your 4L60E that powers your engine in your engine bay?
I'm willing to bet they got at least 2 neutrals.
2? That sounds about right for a 406.
At
At least once in your lifetime of your 406, you're gonna get at least 1 or 2 neutrals.
If you got 2 neutrals, you could probably still get to work. If you got 3 neutrals, you might as well just give
Unless
it
you
up.
have to go through Spaghetti Junction in Atlanta. Probably not.
Probably not.
No.
Need some new batteries.
You know, in the world there's a lot of romantic things like boxed wine. But here at Rev Hard Garage, we use boxed conventional 10-40 Abilene engine oil to put in your nice engine that's in your engine bay. So, just wanted to let you know that we got a lot of good things here at Rev Hard Garage. Got a lot of good humor. Me stuttering on the camera. Engine builds, LS swaps. Transmissions being rebuilt. You know, because a 406 is perhaps on its 100th neutral. That's alright. Here at Rev Hard Garage, we like to tear things down and make them beast mode. So, we just want to thank you for hanging out with us. I want to remind you to hit that notification bell, subscribe button. Thank you. And have a nice day. We'll see you next time here on Rev Hard Garage.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gon' live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, doing no cap. Only God wants, so you better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad, baby, I'm bad.
I just wanna stay bad, stay mad. Chip on my shoulder cause they treat me like an outcast.